Hey Dean, another win, but another tight win. What was the key tonight as far as sticking in this game and then pulling away late to come out with another victory?
I guess the goal tonight was to pressure them as full court, to put them under the point that, hopefully they look tired. I think in moments during the game, I think we achieved that. We wanted to run, we wanted to keep the pace pretty high, and we just felt, over the course of the game, if we continued to rotate bodies, make it hard, for Corey and Ty, that, at some point we might be able to get a margin. I thought, we were about 75% good in that area. There's some things that we wanted to get denied. There's some other pressure points that we wanted to get done. Did a decent job of running them off the three. And then, contesting at the rim, which was something that we've been pretty good at lately. So, Ty was good. There was his 4 threes were, we kept him really in the game. But I thought, moments when it got tight, I thought Mitch really come up big tonight. Like, he made some individual plays, and he was great. Made some great decisions. We didn't take care of the basketball well enough tonight, and I thought if we had been a little more disciplined in taking care of the basketball, because we shot it at a reasonable clip, we would have had a greater advantage tonight.
I wanted to ask about your bench from Mason Beatley, for example, in that fourth quarter. If I can ask Jock that question.
Sure.
What is it about the group that allows someone like Mason to come in and make that impact and be confident that he can make that sort of impact in the fourth quarter?
Well, we've got a lot of guys down right now, but to be honest with you, and people will say that's why Mason's getting minutes, but to be honest with you, Mason provides that energy every game, and I'm not in the minutes discussions at all, obviously, but like the way I see it, Mason's playing himself into the roster as a valuable piece. Like, that guy, every single night when you come out, you look at the plus minus, Mason's leading us. Like, every single possession, he plays his ass off. He gets on the boards, he does the little things, and oftentimes that's the stuff that we really need. We need that guy who runs the floor, who crashes the boards, and from where I sit, it looks like Mason's really like carrying us in that area, and he sparks that in other guys as well. Like, you got Mason out on the floor working extremely hard every possession. It then translates to everyone else, and then we go on a run, and like, every time he's out there, I just know that scoreboard is ticking upwards, and in our favour. And in a tournament like this, that's so valuable. So he's doing an exceptional job of just making sure that every time he's out on the court, he's playing those minutes like they're his last. And honestly, it's kind of inspiring. So we need that out of him, and he's going to continue to do that. And I think that's what Mason's elite at, is just playing within his cylinder and doing his job at a high level, and credit to him. Like, we knew who Mason was coming in, and he might not have necessarily had the opportunities to start the season because we have such a deep roster, and those backup guys have been good, but Mason's providing us with a huge spark off the bench right now, and it's fun to play with.
Dean, do we have any clarity on what Scotty's injury was? We couldn't really get a good look at what he did. Do you know much?
Yeah, abductor right now. Take scans tomorrow, and I certainly don't think he's going to be available for Sunday, and we'll assess it tomorrow and see how long he is going to be out for. But I think it's not going to be a 1-week injury.
And Darren, I'll throw to you.
Coach, so that's a 10-1 record. It's the best start for United over 11 games. Obviously the talent and the depth is there, but injuries have also been challenging as well. What about this group? Do you think it's kind of, put them at this level, kind of set them apart from previous years?
We've been winning close games, and that's a credit to the group to say when we really need a stop. We go and get that stop, and we contest and we rebound, and we do all the right things in key moments. we looked a little ugly at different times offensively tonight, but again, you know, the intent was to play fast. The intent was to try and put our feet in the paint. Thought when we threw the ball to the posts, we had some real quality things happen. Again, we're seeing double teams, and how we move the basketball out of that, you know, is continuing to improve. So, you know, this group just hasn't had a quit in them, and you know, for us to come away with a win, come away with 6 points, you know, for this tournament, massive. You know, and if you just keep finding ways to win when you got a few people down, it's, you know, it's an absolute credit to the whole group.
Coach, I think at this point, Jock is shooting just above 40% from three. What does that do for your offense? And, you know, especially when you get guys like Chris back, and, you know, how much does that open the floor for other guys to succeed as well?
Yeah, you know, we kind of spent a bit of time talking about that with Iverson, and Iverson does a good job, you know, showing and being aggressive, and we just felt like, you know, if we popped out of a number of those, that there was going to be some good advantages, and I think we can even do that better next time. But yeah, moving forward, you know, he's been key for us. You know, he started the Adelaide game with big threes. Had some, you know, continues. I like when he shoots, you know, 6, 7, 8 threes. It's really good for us. And I think, you know, when you continue to see the double teams, and you know, you're dealing with that, sometimes just going and freeing yourself up on the perimeter, you know, is a bit of a relief as well. But yeah, when you have shooting all over the floor, Mitch is starting to shoot it really well. Shea's been shooting it really well. Now you have Jock and Chris on the floor, and you know, and a Barlow or a Whitey, or, you know, and those guys. So when you can stretch it with 5 people, you become pretty difficult to defend. So we look forward to getting the whole group in it in a while.
Yeah.
Dean, with the NBL Cup format, have you been able to, or decided to put any extra emphasis on ensuring winning each of these quarters? Because there's 3 games left, and you and Perth are level on wins and points. So in these last few games, it's it's going to be those little things can be a difference between winning this cup competition.
Yeah, we've done a better job as a coaching staff in managing the last couple of minutes of the quarter, fouls, you know, just the information that's available to us, and just a constant transfer of information to the team. You know, what do we need? And you know, we had a timeout in the quarter that we lost to try and get a 3-point shot tonight, and you know, Barlow got a half open look to kind of tie the quarter. So you know, we are doing things to continue to try and, you know, win the quarters. And again, we want to win this tournament. You know, and we put ourselves in a position with 3 games to go that we're level first. And you know, the goal for this group is to try and win everything. So you know, we won the first phase of the season, and now we've got an opportunity put ourselves in a position tonight, getting 6 points to try and win it. But you know, winning games is still the most important thing, and you give yourself a great chance to win the tournament if you're able to win these last 3 games.
Win.
Is that me? Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Jock, a lot of these wins, obviously we mentioned that they're very close wins. You're getting the sort of the best version of every opposition every time you go out there. The fact that these wins are so close, do you think that's helpful for you guys going forward, not to get too ahead of yourselves, and the fact that you're still having to go out and fight to get each of these wins?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it shows the group how tough we are when we stick together, and hopefully at some point soon we can really break this thing open and start getting some bigger wins. But I think early on in the season, playing out these close ones is a massive advantage for us down the stretch, because when you start facing teams in 3-5 game series, it's pretty hard to blow a team out in that scenario, because you're always adjusting game to game. So for us to be able to continue to hash these out and get wins in really tight matchups is huge, and I think it'll help us down the stretch. But you know, in saying that, it'll be nice to hopefully win one by a big margin soon enough. But yeah.
Darren, one question.
Yeah, so you now got a backup in 2 days against the Bullets, and obviously Ty Webster was pretty awesome tonight, and now you've got Nathan Sobey who's been killing it for the Bullets as well. So yeah, it's not going to get any easier as this goes along.
Yeah, for sure. Ty's been playing at a high level. Sobey, last time we played him, he played really well. Him and Vic Law were really tough, and quick turnaround game. There's not going to be a heap of adjustments for what we do this game. We'll look at what the things we did with Ty, how do they translate, to the things that we need to do with Sobey as well. But yeah, it was a really entertaining game. The last one that we played up in Brisbane, and it was played at probably the highest pace I think that we've played all year, and that thing was tiring and getting up and down. So we'll see. They're coming off a physical game with Perth. We're coming off a tough game. So I know that we're going to have a full house for that Sunday game. No shoot around. We just get a quick practice tomorrow and turn up and roll out and play, and look forward to it.